Hello everyone, we're back with another league race video here. In this one we're using the VRC Formula Alpha mod in Spa. We managed to actually qualify P2 with a time of 1:42.826, and I've got the quali times in front of you there. So here's the start of the race. I'm really looking forward to it and hoping for a win, actually, having gotten P2 surprisingly. Someone had a really crazy full start there, and here I made a really big mistake, and we spin it at turn one, which you really don't want to see. So at the start of this race already, I'm on the back foot, basically being last, but you saw someone was parked there on the side, so second last. So we've already made a overtake. But yeah, from this point on, my mindset changed from really winning the race to just having a good recovery. But I think there were 3 cars there on the right, so those are 4 places that I got back for free. But it's not something that you want to see, making a mistake in turn one, and here again making another mistake, like taking too much speed and understeering through that corner. But yeah, the main focus now is really to stay calm and see what we can do in this race, because it's a long race. It's a 22 lap race. Um, Laps are about 1:45, so it's about 40 minutes long. So there's plenty of time to make a recovery. So that's really my goal now. Having understeered again here, and I think that corner I had a trouble with the entire race. I just couldn't get it right. Understeering every single time through Pujon. Um, but that was a really nice move here through with that guy, and following up with a couple more overtakes on this back straight as well. I deployed all the battery I can. I felt trapped here in the inside and I didn't really know where to go. Luckily the guy on the inside to my left there backed out, so that gave me space to the left and um, gave me the chance to really dive bomb here and make that move kind of stick. Not really a legal move there, but no one's gonna penalize me. I think I was faster anyway, so I'll give myself a pass. Although I should have really given it back because it was not a clean overtake. Anyway, skipping to the next lap. So lap 2, the guy ahead of me here made a mistake, so that was a free um, overtake. So I think I'm back to P4, having started basically last place there by the end of lap 2. And here's lap 3 again, understeer, and like I said, this really gave me a problem, and I clipped a little bump there on it and on that exit curve and just threw me out. Luckily he was facing forward, and also in this league is quite beginner friendly because there's no damage, so I can continue on with my race. But all the progress that we made earlier to the front runners has just been deleted, so we're back down to P6 now at lap 3. And again, my mindset is the same. I'm trying to shake off those mistakes. Like 2 mistakes in 3 laps is not great, but there's a free overtake using all my battery again on this back straight. All I have to do is kind of keep it in this corner and onto the next move. So we're at P5 now. So we didn't really fall back too badly with that crash. So the people at the back must have had their own incidences and struggled. Anyway, skipping past to later into lap 4 here. I think this guy makes a mistake and yeah, gives me a free position again. So having made that overtake, now we're back to P4 again. So in my head, I'm just trying to tell myself, don't make the same mistake as I touch the slippery curb there on the entry and almost spin again through no name. And skipping to lap 7 here, we actually managed to catch the pole sitter here as he made a mistake. So I tried to dive here in the inside, but fair play to him, he managed to actually hold it on the outside, having just spanned, so his tires are screaming right now. But he made this move, and it turned out to be a really crucial move for him, because I really struggled under the dirty air, and again this corner understeering, so he managed to pull away here. So I had to use a bit of battery to just catch back up and perhaps get DRS on the start of the next lap. So that was my main goal at this point, is just to try to stay with him and get some DRS help for the subsequent laps. So here we go, towards the end of this lap, and this is what I mean by using my battery early, because here I actually get a dose of DRS which helps me keep up with him. Um, and later in the lap here, or like 2 laps later, I think, or a lap later, again, still behind, really, still stuck behind him, and I couldn't really make an imprint, but until he makes a mistake here and allows me to get closer again. But fair play to him, he manages to just keep it on the road and still stay ahead. And again, I was just struggling in the dirty air, I was struggling following him, and he had just more pace than me. As you see, I run wide there again with the understeer, so I wasn't figuring that corner out, and I think I should have made some adjustments with the brake bias, I think, to help me out. But I was being stubborn, and I said I'm just gonna try to do it with my driving inputs as I overstay there, and just let this guy go, and actually allows the person behind me to overtake me. I was so confused because I thought this driver was way ahead of us, and he was somehow behind us, so he must have spun somewhere. But I send it through, had a better braking, and I tuck in just to go to the pit stop for an undercut. So that was really close and maybe risky, um, but I made sure that I could carry more speed and avoid clattering into him. So very important pit stop here. I went for an undercut, maybe a 2-3 lap undercut. So we're moving from the hards to the mediums here, and I'm really hoping to get out into clean air. And I kept glancing over there because there was a driver, approaching turn 1, and I just about make it ahead of him, which is really important because it gives me clean air to just push and try to make a dent on that gap that I had with the other driver that I was chasing down, the pole sitter. So, anyways, I managed to get ahead of this guy, and this corner is really important to stay ahead. So I broke late enough. You saw how close he was, and I think he actually made a mistake there on the exit, which this gave me free reign to push for these positions. So yeah, so I just kept on pushing, pushing, pushing. This is lap 10 at the moment, and I think we're going to skip into lap 12 into the next frame. So we're here at the start of lap 12, and I catch up to this back marker, and it's quite crucial because my rival, who was the pole sitter, just exited the pits, and you can see that actually my undercut has worked because he was way ahead of me. So I gained quite a bit of time, but this back marker did play a role in this battle because he wouldn't really get out the way and just let me through, so I had to kind of go around him and to the left, and a smart move from the pole sitter to box me in, and I wanted to try to follow him through here, and I get clattered by the back marker, and that really just ruined my race. Um, Perhaps I could have been a bit more cautious, like with the back marker, but I really wanted to follow through because I knew in the first thing I was struggling, and he had new tires and mine were already warmed up, so that was my opportunity to overtake, so I had to go for it. But unfortunately, the back marker collected me, and what was weird is you saw the person I just overtook there was the same back marker, so he did let me go, so I just didn't understand why he couldn't let me go um, in that instance, because I was actually racing someone. But we learned lessons. So, um, I mean, without the mistakes in the turn 1 and at Pujon, I would be in a different situation. So there's a lot of lessons that I learned here. So yeah, I'm going to be taking those forwards to the next races again. So thank you guys for listening, and I appreciate the support.